Let's go.
Hey, welcome back or welcome to my channel. Another episode down and another recap and review of Boys Planet. My 3 takeaways from the comment section in the last video is that there was 2 more notable introductions of Wang Juhao and Keita, both with great potential, and hopefully we get to see more from them too. Other than that, there were other one-off supports from other contestants. This episode starts the competitive aspect of Boys Planet, as we are now led to the competitions that will lead to the eliminations. So yeah, before we start, I'd appreciate it if you could subscribe to my channel, but other than that, let's start recapping this episode. From the YouTube livestream, we start off missing off 10 minutes of the episode, I don't know why, but it resumes back to the re-evaluation of the theme song. Park Gun-wook gets an all-star after being put on hold. As well as that, many contestants get reassigned despite already receiving a ranking after their re-evaluation. But yeah, the top performers were Sung Hanbin for K group and Zhang Hao for G group. Once again, the killing part would go to the team with the most stars, top contestant, and that ended up being K group, so Hanbin became the center of the theme song. We are then shown them practicing and the behind the scenes of them debuting the theme song. After that is more behind the scenes of dorm life before we get Hwang Min-hyun to announce the top 9 fan cams from their theme songs for both K group and G group. Lee Hoo-taek and Dang Hong-hai both come in first in their respective groups. Hwang Min-hyun then introduces the next mission, being the K vs G group battle. This consisted of 7 G vs K group battles using the same songs. Winning teams would receive extra point benefits, with one top group overall getting a special M countdown performance. The songs included 17's Very Nice, EXO's Love Me Right, BTS's Danger, NCT Dream's Hot Sauce, 101's Burn It Up, Stray Kids' Backdoor, and Blackpink's Kill This Love. The order was based on views on fan cams, in which first got to decide the team until all teams performed, then after that they got to choose their song first too. After the formation of the teams, we then move on to practice for each team. I'll just kind of combine all the practice clips before I do the review. For Kill This Love, Park Gun-wook basically formed the K team despite not being the person to choose the team members. The practice goes well, with just major dancing issues from Hwan-hee. Then during the rehearsals, his ad-lib was kind of off due to his nodules and a recent flu that he had. For G group, the process was good and they started off already good, so just one slight line distribution issue with Min, but it gets fixed by rehearsal. For Very Nice, K group's practice was standard, in which it went relatively smoothly. However, when pre-evaluations were done, there was notable vocal issues as a group and notable issues specifically with Jung Min-gyu as a whole and Moon Jong-hyun vocally. For G group, strong opinions were delaying them from actually accomplishing much, with a slight evil edit from Kong, as he was always the minority kind of changing everything up. When it came to practicing, most of them were doing stuff alone and they weren't really in sync as a team. However, after having a chat about this, they began to work well as a team as seen in the rehearsals. For Danger, K group was just standard process again, while G group was formed by leftovers, so they focused on gaining confidence, but also since most of them were rappers, they were kind of struggling to find vocalists. For Backdoor, K group once again the standard process, while G chose a leader of Na Kamdun, but it focused heavily on a potential evil edit of Krystian taking the lead, kind of speaking mostly in Chinese. When Na Kamdun tried to lead and figure out what was happening, he was always kind of getting excluded. Currently, there's kind of a slight debate. For most people against him, they claim that Krystian was leaving Na Kamdun out and not considering the role that he was appointed. Kind of Krystian was just being disrespectful considering he was able to speak English. However, in defense of him, others are saying that he was actually helping out the Chinese contestants by translating, and that it was either unfortunate timing that he was cutting off Na Kamdun, or the edit was kind of chopped up in the way that we've made it seem like he was overtaking and leading this discussion. But yeah, for Burn It Up, K group were leftovers, but more able to hype themselves up except for Choi Sung-hoon. For G group, we only got to see them showing their abs for their killing part kind of auditions. Then for Hot Sauce, K group had the standard process, while G group there was a greater focus on the fact that they had 3 stars in total from the 7 people they had on their team. And finally, there was Love Me Right, in which both had the standard process to assign during the practice. K group was lacking in group harmony, while G group was off to a great start vocally. There was then a quick time-lapse of the practice before D-Day arrived. Hwang Min-hyun welcomed the audience to the first mission as they started the performance. The order was basically decided through arm wrestling. There is no real rating system with this round of competitions, so my reviews will be both on the performances before deciding whether the winner of the round was deserving, I guess in my eyes. For G groups, very nice. They had very great charm despite the few mistakes they made. I was kind of interested in a lot of them, and notable standouts were Kong's vocals and Ma Jingxiang's aura to capture attention. K groups, very nice, was more powerful. Not sure if it was because of Mnet's editing those close-up face reactions to Junghyun's vocals, but it kind of slightly intensified for me in terms of kind of being slightly a bit more bad. Notable standouts were from Yoo Sung-gun's vocals and Jang Ming-yu's aura to capture attention. The K team ended up winning, which I would agree to, honestly. Skill-wise, they were better, and the power that they added to the performance made them stand out a bit more. Let's kill this love. Yeah. Next, we have Kill This Love by G Group. This was one of those performances where everyone stood out, and for all the right reasons. Actually, applauses for all the members because this was a really top-notch performance. Let's kill this love. Yeah. For Kill This Love K group, more powerful for sure, with Gunwook's aura and also rapping from Honguni. Might be delusional, but I think I may have noticed some vocal issues, but overall, such a great performance. The G group won this round, and yeah, another battle I would agree to based on the amount of mistakes that I think I saw. Plus, just the overall team presence was foul, whereas K team only had like certain members kind of shine. Then we have Love Me Right G group, where there was such a great performance from Jay, who was adding a different flavor to the song with his vocals. Haruto's rapping flow being a personal favorite of mine, and surprising rapping from Winnie. And the way that they made the performance theirs was also amazing and more appealing. Not sure if this was them or whether K group does it too, as it ends off with them heading onto the stage ready to perform. Final thoughts. It was clear that Mnet had been highlighting a certain group of contestants during the audition stages, but with audience attention, it seems like we're getting exposed to a bit more people, which is kind of good. Next week looks like the rest of the performances will be done. Praises for Ricky and Jungwoo, and a potential mistake made in Love Me Right K group. Once again, potentially it might just be a fake out, but yeah. Based on the performances so far, I'd say that the special M countdown performance should go to either Love Me Right G group or Kill This Love G group. Both performances were pure perfection to me, and I could honestly watch either of them be performed again. But yeah, moving on to my top 9, not much has changed in terms of my consistent picks. The last 2, however, continues to change a bit as I'm starting to notice more contestants. So for my honorable mention, it goes to Japan's Keita. As for my top 9, based on everything so far, we have Jelly Park's Park Gonu, America's Jay, Canada's Matthew Sok, Studio Glide's Sung Han Bin, China's Wang Juhao, Yuhwa-G's Zhang Hao, Independent's Kim Ji-young, Yuhwa's Yoo Sung-gun, and Japan's Haruto. But yeah, that's it for the recap and review. Thanks for watching, and let me know what your thoughts are about the performances and whether you agreed with the results. Also, thoughts on Krystian's situation or which group you're anticipating next week. Other than that, I'll have another video up this coming Tuesday, which will be more of a heavier topic. I'll also now stick to my schedule of every fortnight on Tuesday, along with the weekly Saturdays Boys Planet video. So please like and subscribe to keep up to date, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.